Today we're going to talk about a very important topic, holster maintenance. So you have a hard punch munitions holster, you're carrying it day in and day out. The first thing we're going to look for is inspection of damages, okay? Cracks can form within the holster, and the most common places where cracks could form is where the slide makes contact with the holster up here where it's arm mark cut. Here where the attachment is, where you're on and off with your belt, where you're creating that pressure up in here. You want to check here, and right around here where the retention screws are because of the low vis concealment wing and the pressure that's created by when you tighten your belt. Now it's highly uncommon that your Kydex holster is going to break. We haven't seen it, we haven't done any warranty work on it, but it's something that we feel is worth mentioning and doing a video on because it can happen, but this is an on and off point, so you want to make sure you check here. This also goes into the arm mark cut, like I was saying. This pivot portion goes in there, so you want to check in there. And then here, because of the tension of the belt being pressed against the low vis wing, which creates the rotation of the grip going into the body, you have some tension here, so you just want to check here. The other thing we want to talk about is deformation of the Kydex holster. Guys, Kydex is plastic. If it gets exposed to high heat, it'll warp, it'll expand, it'll do everything that you don't want it to do. So don't leave it in your car, don't leave it in sun and allow it to get exposed to high heat. You may have some deforming going on, and that just doesn't create a safe holster for you to continuously holster in. Adjustment of retention screws and attachment screws. So we recommend doing this about once a week. Just take a Phillips head screwdriver, make sure there's no play. That means that the screws haven't moved. Make sure the attachment is down tight, and you're good to go there. We cover this in our instructional video for adjusting retention, but we recommend backing your screws out once you find where your retention is, where you like it. Back the screws out, put a thin layer of blue Loctite on the screws, and reinstall them. And that's just an extra layer of security so that the screws don't back out on you. Again, we haven't had that problem of screws backing out without the blue Loctite, but it's something that we like to just mention to our customers if they want the extra layer of security. The third portion of maintaining the holster is we're going to talk about cleaning. Now, just for any regular cleaning, you can take a baby wipe cloth and run it along the exterior of the holster, the interior, run it through, pull it out kind of like a bore snake on a pistol or a rifle, run it through, and you're good to go. You've cleaned out the dust bunnies and whatever that's in there, whatever little bit of dirt and grime, and you're done. Now, if you're in a hotter area like Vegas or a muggy and humid area like Georgia or Florida, and you sweat a lot, then you may want to do a deeper cleaning. For that, we recommend taking out all of the hardware. So take off the retention screws and the mounting screws. You don't want it to rust. So take them out, sit them aside, and fill your sink up with mild soapy water. We recommend like Dawn dish soap, something that is made to break down dirt, oil, and grime. Take a face cloth or a small towel of some sort and just give it a bath. So put it in there and in the sink, take it out, scrub the exterior, run it through like a bore snake again, in and out, allow the holster to dry, reattach your hardware. Again, if you have blue Loctite, go ahead and put on a thin layer of blue Loctite, reattach your hardware, holster your live firearm, unloaded of course, holster it, make sure your retention is how you want it, and then from there you're good to go. So Kydex holsters they can maintain themselves. It just depends on the environment in which you live in and what your body reaction is to the holster, depending on if you're going to have to really clean them or not. But if it's constantly being used every day, there's a firearm in it every day, the dust buildup is going to be negligible. You're not going to have any problems. Certainly not enough to create a ND or anything of that nature, but it's just something that we also like to tell our customers that they are washable. That's just our quick tips on holster maintenance. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at heartpunchmunitions@gmail.com, or you can go to the website www.heartpunchmunitions.com. Go to contact us and write your question in there, and we'll respond to you by email within 24 hours. This has just been a video on quick holster maintenance, on what to look for, how to clean it, how to adjust your retention for Heart Punch Munitions holsters. Thanks for watching. Take care.